Welcome to Changing Orbit, and today we'll look at how to start tracking your monthly expenses. So why should you track your spending? Evidence from different studies shows that regular tracking of expenses appears to be a common practice among those who successfully managed their finances and became millionaires. Professor Roy Baumeister, a social psychologist at Florida State University and the author of the book Willpower, discovered that users who set budgets and financial goals saved the most. So, how can you track your spending? Step number 1, choose a method for tracking. You can manually track your expenses using a pen and notebook. You can even use spreadsheet applications such as Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel to log every purchase. Both these programs have pre-built budget templates that should be more than enough when getting started. Tracking expenses manually requires discipline, but provides a hands-on understanding of your spending habits. You can also use budgeting apps or software that sync with your bank and credit card accounts and categorize expenses automatically. For a free app that offers these functionalities, take a look at Mint by Intuit. There are also paid apps like YNAB that typically offer a free trial and then let you choose from various subscription packages. Step 2, gather your financial information. First, list all income sources. Include your salary and any side incomes to understand your total income. Next, make a list of your monthly expenses. Start with housing, car payments, and related insurance. Then take a look at your bank and credit card statements to make a list of your regular expenses. Also, try to include all cash purchases. And finally, categorize these expenses. This will help you to understand your spending pattern. Common categories can include home, transportation, utilities, groceries, entertainment, and personal care. Step 3, set spending limits. Based on the results of your review, try to set realistic budget limits for each category of spending. Some expenses will be fixed, like mortgage or rent, car payments, and insurance, while others will be variable, such as groceries, clothing, and entertainment. Some experts also refer to this step as budgeting your needs and wants. As a general guideline, budget for all your needs. Then divide any remaining amount between your emergency fund and some of your wants, such as entertainment or new clothing, etc. In many templates and apps, these limits that you'll set are called planned amounts. For example, in this free Google Sheets template, in the Summary tab, you'll fill out planned amounts or spending limits in the highlighted cells. You have planned columns for both income and expenses. You also have a space up here where you can enter your starting balance. This could be your savings. In the expenses section, you have categories such as food, gifts, health, home, which can be mortgage or rent, and so on. You even have the option to use custom category names. You'll enter your spending limits in this planned column. Say you budget $700 for food, $0 for gifts, $900 for medical expenses, $1,600 for rent. This way, you enter your planned spending. In the income section, you enter if you plan to use your savings, your estimated paycheck, and any other category of income. Step 4, record your expenses regularly. This could be daily or weekly. You will need to include everything, from bills and groceries to small cash purchases. For example, in this template, once you've finished entering the planned amounts on this tab, you can start entering the actual expenses on the Transactions tab. You enter the date, then amount, add a little description of the expense. And finally, you choose a category from this drop-down list. When you go back to the main summary sheet, the amount adds up in the respective cell. Step 5, review your spending. At the end of each month, review your expenses. Look for patterns and identify areas where you're spending more than expected. You'll need to ensure that your spending is not exceeding your income. And if you failed, see where you did well and where you can improve. Based on this review, you can also identify where you need to shuffle things around. Maybe you spend less on entertainment to cover a car repair. Whether you manually track your expenses or use an app, by consistently reviewing your financial habits, you can gain better control over your money, make more informed financial decisions, and even meet your financial goals. So how do you track your expenses? Share in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Changing Orbit.